You know, I'm always telling you things don't always go as they seem, or as they should. Yeah. Well, I got a new one for you. I was trying to press my new power steering pulley on my pump assembly here for the Buick, for the 5.3 swap, and plastic pulley. I guess I put too much pressure on the outside of the pulley. I didn't realize I was trying to use a mixture of fittings and stuff like that, and sockets, and I actually had it most of the way on, as you can see from there. It still had to go about another 3/8 of an inch, and I guess what I was using, instead of pressing on this spot right here, just pressed slightly outside and shattered my pulley. So there's $100 gone. I got to get that piece of pulley off there, try something else, and I can't use my little Sunbird one because it now has a chip in it. Not even sure how that happened. Back to the drawing board, I guess. We do still have another whole assembly here. Maybe I might try and take the pulley off that one. It might come off a little easier. I gotta have that pulled off because my little $30 puller wasn't able to tackle the job the first time. Anyway, we'll figure something out, I guess. I was making progress up to about 5 minutes ago. Oh well, that's how things go. My little puller is pretty well destroyed too. All stripped and chewed up pretty bad. Guess the fellas should spend a little more than $30 for something like that. Anyway, live and learn. So yeah, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It was pretty well all the way on, and then just had another 3/8 of an inch to go, and then she shattered. As I said, I think I was using too big a socket. I was trying to put something around the edge here to catch, see where these teeth are. And I guess the piece, whatever I used was, I think it was a piece of the kit actually, and it was a bit too big and it slipped past that, pushed the plastic off the steel. So it did look something like that. Anyway, lesson learned, I guess. Be a little more careful what you use for dies and pullers and things like that. Excuse me. So I hadn't filmed that because originally when I started making videos about that, it wasn't very interesting, didn't get a whole lot of views, and I just thought I'd just get the pulley on and get that on the engine, and, you know, that'd be a bit of win for today, but didn't work. It's all right, things happen, and as I say, things don't always go as they're supposed to. One thing I did notice, this plenum on the Buick that I'm using, there is an EGR hole in there that needs to be plugged up. I was trying to figure out how to do that properly. Well, you remember that plenum I took home? This is the plenum I fished out of the dumpster that a buddy of mine threw away. This one doesn't have an open hole for the EGR tube. It's already blocked off. So maybe I'll use that. One of the things I don't like, though, is the fuel line's kind of rusty on it. It doesn't seem to be too soft. I might just scuff it and paint it. See, I might even have another fuel line I can swap. Might end up making a plenum, and I think this is like an 02 or 03 or maybe even 04. I'm not positive. It's got to be newer than 02 because the one in the Buick's an 02. I'm not even really 100% sure I can do that. Not sure how much I can swap back and forth, but we'll figure it out one way or another. I do have a set here that looks a little bit better, at least up there anyway. All the injectors are in it. Be a lot of mixing and matching. I shouldn't be doing that, but do what you can with what you got. So that's just a little video, but we are out here making progress slowly. Well, not today. I was making progress until my pulley broke, but anyway, we're at her. So now I have to go and research my pulley again, order another one. I think I'm going to try and order a steel one instead, so that don't happen again. Anyway, and I'm going to have to rent a puller from Napa, or someplace. So we'll, not touch that part of it again till we get everything in place. Rent the puller and get the pulley and the whole works, do it all in one shot. Hopefully pull that damaged piece off that pump and put the new one on. And again, I apologize, it's not much, but slow progress, and you don't need to see me curse and swear and throw and stuff, so that's pretty well what happened today. Anyway, have a good one.